Hello everybody, this is Roller Winbros, and in this module we're going to show you how to secure your code. And one of the reasons you really want to secure your code is you might want to keep it to yourself, or so if you're developing something that you don't want anybody to be able to reveal your code and see how you actually created some kind of a special addition to Daz Studio. However, if you don't want to, and we use encryption when you want to secure your code. Normally you just do your stuff non-encrypted, and you can share it with your family and friends or even on social media pages. Okay, we're in Daz Studio 4.9, and here's our Hello World demonstration that we created, and you notice it is a DSA file. It says the file name is helloworld.dsa. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and open that in the script. Now when you, obviously this is just a really short example, but when you want to create this as you want to encrypt this and secure it from other people being able to see what you've done, what you would do is go up here on the menu on your script editor, or IDE, excuse me, and you would actually use the Save Encrypted Script. And when you do that, what it'll do, it'll change the extension from a DSA. It'll actually change it to a DSE. You can see it here on the pop-up. That's going to be a DSE, and this is down here, Daz Script 2 encrypted binary file. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and save it in there, and it should pop up in here on the left. And if it doesn't, what we'll do is we'll just do a right-click refresh, and there you go. Now you can see if we hover over it, we now have the DSE one right here. Now let's go ahead and close all our files over here. And we'll just open this up to show you how it's going to look when you try to open it in the editor. Actually, Daz Studio 9 won't let you open it in the editor. So what we can do is we'll go File, Open Script, and we'll try to open it that way. There it is. And you'll see that it only shows, it doesn't show the contents. It only shows that it's encrypted. And in this fashion, nobody can really see what you've the code that you actually created. So we'll go over a couple of pros and cons if you want to do if you want to encrypt your scripts to keep people from seeing them, so that you know what to expect and nothing surprises you. Of course, we just discussed this. The obvious pro of encrypting your scripts is you're going to be secure the code from being used by others or being seen. You will probably use this if you're selling a product that you want to hit the market with and you don't want people knowing all the tricks and techniques that you used. That's one of the real reasons you'd probably want to secure your code by saving it as an encrypted script in the DSE format. However, some of the cons to using encryption for your Daz scripts is number one, it's only going to be compatible with equal or newer versions of Daz Studio, and we'll demonstrate that here in just a moment. And number two, that if you're going to make revisions in the future to your code, you're going to have to make sure you maintain the DSA version, the non-encrypted version, so that you can modify your code for future updates. Okay, you can see here we've pulled up Daz Studio 4.6, and of course here's our two Hello World entries. So we're going to open this first one up, which is the DSA, and you can see right there it is in the script IDE, and we'll go ahead and run it, and you can see that it actually ran with the pop-up that says Hello World. So we'll go ahead and close that since we're done with that. And well, actually most people when they use it, they'll actually would double click to run it, and there you go, we double click the thumbnail over here, and of course there came the pop-up with the Hello World message. Now we're going to look at this one, which is the actual the DSE. And when we double click it, you're going to see this error message, and it's going to say an error occurred while reading the file. See the log file for details. And we already know that this was because we actually did the encryption in version 4.9, and we're actually running 4.6 for this demo. So if you want backward compatibility, you're going to have to keep an older version of Daz Studio to create all your encryption, or encrypted scripts, the .dses. But if you're not worried about that, and you're just you figure everybody's going to want to use the newest release, then you can just use whatever version you're at and do your encryption. However, if you're going to market it, you'll probably find that keeping an older version at this point in time, anyway, 4.6 would be a good one to have on hand, you might want to think about doing that. So here we've returned back to Daz Studio 4.9, and we'll go ahead and close this out, and we'll show you that the script will run here by double-clicking it. There it is, because it was actually encrypted in 4.9, so it'll run in 4.9 or higher. So there's that little pop-up again. So before we leave on this module, we're going to go ahead and show you really quickly what people might see if they use an external program like a text editor to actually look at your DSA or your DSE files. So let's go ahead and minimize 4.9 here. If they're using text editor reviews, you can see here on this top one, we've pulled up using the Windows Notepad. Here's what the our Hello World script looks like, and it's just pretty well straightforward. It doesn't show the line returns and stuff. This example was actually created originally in 4.8, but that's fine. This is how it would show that first line, and then of course that second line, which was the message box. It just doesn't have the line feeds or the returns inserted. Down here though, if we pulled up a DSE of the exact same file using Notepad, you can see that it just looks like a big old gobbledygook, a jumble of letters and characters that don't make any sense really. However, you can see in here that that wasn't actually a Daz script, so that if somebody did look at it, the DSC, they might know it's a Daz script, but they wouldn't be able to see the code that you actually used to create your Daz scripting utility. That concludes our Module 3 securing code. We hope that you find this useful. You can always refer to the PDF document if you want, or you can go back to the videos for future reference. Thank you very much.